we've got to embrace the more difficult things. We do the pretty things really, really well. You guys understand that?
Film is a good teacher outside of basketball. It really is.
Hello, Tiger fans. I'm Emily Dixon, and welcome to this week's edition of Inside LSU Basketball, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. We've been busy in the PMAC from the floor all the way up to the rafters. And tonight we recap the men's week in the SEC, go into the film room with women's basketball, and highlight one of the greatest student athletes in LSU history. After this quick timeout, though, we get things rolling with the voice of the Tigers, Chris Blair, and LSU basketball head coach Will Wade, following the SEC matchups versus Alabama and Kentucky this week.
Inside LSU Basketball, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors, is brought to you each week by the 8 partners that represent Team LSU. COTS, the official communications provider of LSU Athletics. McDonald's, official sponsor of the LSU Tigers. Our Lady of the Lake, official healthcare provider of LSU Athletics. Planet Fitness, official gym partner of the LSU Tigers. Ross's Markets, official supermarket of LSU Athletics. Coca-Cola, official beverage partner of the LSU Tigers. People's Health, the official health plan of LSU Athletics. And by Hancock Whitney, the official bank of the LSU Tigers. This segment of Inside LSU Basketball is brought to you each week by TJ Ribs, legendary Louisiana barbecue.
Welcome back, fans, to this week's show. Joined now with head coach Will Wade. Coach, Tuesday night, tough game. Alabama comes in, 2 of the top teams in the SEC. They shot lights out. Told the team after the game, hey guys, this is one game. Doesn't weigh any more than any other. We got to put it away and get ready for the rest of the schedule.
Yeah, absolutely. There's, they played tremendous. It's like I told our players, we've got to own it and we've got to move forward. But they out-prepared us, they out-coached us, and they outplayed us. There's nothing else really to say about that. And I had a coach I worked for, had a great way about him. He always would say, you play 5 games better than you are every year. Maybe the Arkansas game where we went on the 40-6 run, we're certainly not as good as that. You play 5 games worse than you are, which we're certainly not as we're not as poor a team as we played against Alabama. But don't let your 5 worst performances affect those middle 20 games. And I thought that was kind of my message to the team that, hey, look, we got to own it, but we've got to move forward. This could be a footnote in our season that, yeah, this was really, really bad, or this could be a main story in our season as we move forward. But we need to make it a footnote, and we need to respond the right way. We need to have good practices, have spirited practices, and just respond the right way, and make sure that this one bad performance doesn't seep into those middle 20 games where we're going to play kind of in the middle there, and not play over our heads, but not play below our capabilities either.
I know that obviously the 64,000 question is, how did the guys respond to that type of message so far coming off the loss Tuesday? Well,
I feel good. I think they've responded well. I think we've had great energy. We've had great spirit. Our guys are excited. And the good thing about basketball is, as you know, you play 2-3 games a week sometimes, so you get to bounce back. You get to bounce back quickly. It's not like you're sitting around all week stewing. I mean, you've got to move on. You got to move on to the next thing. We always talk about response, and everybody says you got to respond the right way. You got to respond the right way. So I try to define that for our guys, and our definition of response is you got to focus on the next most important thing. So what seemed important with Alabama, the next most important thing is moving forward, having a good practice, having a good day, making sure we eat right, making sure we sleep right, all that sort of stuff. So that's what we need to put all of our focus on, and that's what we've put all of our focus on, and I think we're moving forward.
Lastly, I think by design, you talk about this a lot, there is a schedule to what the guys do. So even off a big win or a tough loss, they really don't have a lot of time because you're already focusing on the next opponent.
Yeah, it's moving forward. We're routine oriented, as you know, and so win, lose, or draw, it's pretty much the same routine, same film routine, same practice routine. Everything's the same. moving forward from game to game. And so I think when your guys are, have roots in those routines and in that routine, I think it's very helpful in moving forward from tough situations. It's very helpful on the flip side. When you win big games, it can ground you and get you back in your groove and get you back into your daily routine. So I think both ways it grounds you off really bad losses or off really big wins. I think you just stick to what you do and stick to your routine and stick to your schedule, and it's very beneficial for our team and our program.
In the truck game, greatness is defined by a relentless commitment to the customer, forged over decades, built by a team resolute in helping you achieve your greatness. Experience this award-winning lineup today. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 44 years straight and counting.
Drive the 2020 F-150 with $5,500 cash back, only at your Southern Quality Ford dealer.
Fake, mi amor. Ice cream?
Yeah!
Okay.
Protect your connected devices with advanced security included with Cox Panoramic Wi-Fi.
To the people stepping up in the face of an unprecedented challenge, thank you for everything you're doing to serve our communities and keep us safe. To the people of Hancock Whitney, thanks for being the ones our clients can count on. Because even though it feels like everything has changed right now, it's reassuring to see that some things haven't. We'll get through this the same way we always do, together.
We're born to be loud, born to be strong, born to work hard and tailgate harder. We're born to give it our all, on the field, in the stands, and beyond. We're born to be Tigers. We're the Tiger Athletic Foundation. Be part of the team behind the Tigers. Join today for better access and better perks. TAF, we're here for Tigers. Be there for them too. Annual membership starts at only $50.
LSU Tigers fans, show your pride with real Tigers gear from the official online store, LSUshop.net. You'll find everything a Tigers fan needs, including jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of over 4,100 products, including official team merchandise from Nike, when it comes to Tigers pride, there's only one place real Tigers fans go, LSUshop.net.
This segment of Inside LSU Basketball is brought to you each week by Our Lady of the Lake Children's Health, one of Louisiana's largest pediatric healthcare networks.
Welcome back to Inside LSU Basketball. Joined now in the film room with head coach Nikki Fargas. So I have a few plays from the Mizzou game, another road win in conference, very important. So I just want to just break down for myself and the fans at home just a few plays that got you a road win this week.
Well, whenever you're on the road, you got to bring your defense and board play. And that's something that we hang our hat on, and we want to make sure we're always locked in to our scouting report defense, but also offensive execution. So as we look at the play here, we've got dribble drive by Missouri, but we want to get deflections. Deflections turn into turnovers, which then leads to us getting transition baskets. As you can see there, we're still staying in the play. Cherry makes the extra pass to Kayla Porter, who should have went up and laid it in, but then she, I guess, wanted to be in the giving mode and give a layup to Awa Trossi, who was trailing the play. So again, turnovers is something that we put a staple behind, and we want to make sure we're always impacting the game on the defensive end, especially when you're on the road. Again, good play, good hustle play right there by Cherry, keeping the ball alive. And then we've got the finish, the big-time finish by Awa Trossi to give us a 7-point lead. When we look at the next clip here, we're in our late seconds. We got dribble penetration. And again, you want to get a good look. The defense sucked in, and Carly C was ready to line it up and shoot the three. First three on the season, but we'll take it. But again, this game is about playing together. You want penetration to kicks. You want penetrations to dump. And I like the fact that Kayla Pointer is always in the attack mode. She's always playing downhill and trying to get to the rim. And that little kick there by the player diving in gave Carly C that open look. So when we go to our ball screen action, right here we're running a wing ball screen with penetration, again, playing downhill. And Kayla is one of the best in the country. This is late game for us. We're up 1. We want the ball in our best player's hand, and she's able to convert and make the play. Again, big-time players making big-time plays on the road.
12 on the shot clock. Spencer gets it right, low block to Afua, dribbles once, shot fake layup is good by Afua. Rebound was taken by Dembella, but her pass was deflected by C, and it's stolen by Pointer in the front court. Pointer right side to Young. Young into the lane, stops, leans, 4-footer good by Tierra Young. Gets it left wing to Pointer with 5 to shoot. Pointer will take a 3 from the wing and hit it. Back right wing to Young. Young into the lane, around her people. Layup is good. Faking a 3 is Dixon. Baseline, tries a handoff underneath this time, and it was knocked away. Trossi came up with it on the deflection. Ahead to Cherry. Bounce past Pointer, who hands it to Trossi, whose layup is good. Goes to the key, comes back out. Right side now to Cherry. Cherry splits defenders and is stripped of the ball in the lane. But Cherry went back, knocked it away, saved it in bounds. What a play by Cherry. She went behind her back to save it in bounds. Trossi to Young down the lane. Layup is good by Tierra Young. Young now goes left wing. Young will dump it down low to Afua. Double team, shot fake, 4-footer, no good. Got it back, laid it in. Blackwell had it poked away from behind by Pointer. Is taken by Young. LSU 4-on-2. Young bounced to Afua. Layup is good. To the lane, cut off on the baseline by Trossi, then tries an entry pass and threw it right to Raquel Spencer. Or that's Pointer, I beg your pardon. Down to Cherry, to Young in the lane, missed a 2-footer, got it back, laid it back up and in. 10 to shoot. Young gets it left side to Pointer. 3-ball, left corner, good by Pointer. Missouri led 2-0, that was Missouri's only lead. Trossi, left side of the lane, kicks it to Pointer. Easy 12-footer is good from the right side. Pretty near, and she put it home. Dembella, the point guard, had it knocked away. C got that one. Out to Troop, left point. Troop inside the key, lobs it back to Frank, right side. Up, lobbed it too high, and it was stolen. In the lane by Young. Young to the basket, 4-footer, back iron, no good. Rebound, Trossi, though, on the putback is good. Well, it opened up for her, but then Faustina Afua got in the way, and Afua got the rebound. Pointer into the lane, one-handed, one-legged shot up and good from about 7. So the offense is doing it here. Pointer drives left baseline. Layup is good. It counts, and a foul. Trying to push the lead to its biggest point. Lob pass, Afua in the lane. Dumps it underneath Trossi. Shot fake. Layup is good, and a foul. She'll drive top of the key with 8 to shoot. Pointer left wing C. C wants a 3. She got it. Trossi, top of the key, puts it on the floor, dumps it down low to Afua. Catches, shot fake, layup is good by Afua. She had about 3 people around her. In fact, both teams with 18 turnovers. Down low to Young, 5-footer up off the glass and in. Gets it right wing to Pointer with 10 to shoot. Pointer down the lane, a double clutch 5-footer. That one goes. It bounced twice and went in.
You need more layers, diagonal layers.
I got it, Ron. Thanks.
Leave him alone, Dad. Oh, honey, you should use ice blocks instead of cubes.
No, Bud Light Seltzer goes on top.
Diagonal layers.
Did you pre-chill the Bud Light lemonades?
Need more ice. And diagonal layers.
I mean, if you're gonna do it right.
I don't need my hands getting cold.
Why don't you try using the Plumsky method? Brings out the citrus notes. Dad?
Gotta crush the ice, son.
Okay, I'm out.
What's his problem?
Whenever packing the cooler really matters, there's a Bud Light there.
We get it. It feels like everything has changed. Masking up, changing demands at work, fewer gatherings. But one thing hasn't changed: our commitment to your health. It's why Our Lady of the Lake Physician Group keeps finding better ways to serve you. Video visits with one of our providers, online scheduling, weekend hours, and nearly 100 locations where providers know your medical history. Our Lady of the Lake Physician Group, providing you with the best care where and when you need it.
In the truck game, greatness is defined by a relentless commitment to the customer, forged over decades, built by a team resolute in helping you achieve your greatness. Experience this award-winning lineup today. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 44 years straight and counting.
Drive the 2020 F-150 with $5,500 cash back, only at your Southern Quality Ford dealer.
When the ground shifts beneath you, you can run or you can stand firm. At LSU, our stand is rock solid. Our blood runs hot, even as our heads stay cool. Because now is a pivotal moment in the fight for our future. And we refuse to back down when the world needs solutions. LSU, fierce for the future.
We're born to be loud, born to be strong, born to work hard and tailgate harder. We're born to give it our all, on the field, in the stands, and beyond. We're born to be Tigers. We're the Tiger Athletic Foundation. Be part of the team behind the Tigers. Join today for better access and better perks. TAF, we're here for Tigers. Be there for them too. Annual membership starts at only $50.
This segment of Inside LSU Basketball is brought to you each week by Bud Light. There's a Bud Light there.
For the first time in 4 seasons, fans aren't watching Skylar Mays in an LSU uniform. Before he was an NBA draft pick, Mays was an all-SEC guard on the court and an All-American in the classroom. Now it's time to pull back the curtain on one of the most decorated student athletes in school history.
So coming into your senior year, before that, you test the waters, you go through the draft process. What did you learn from that process, and what did you carry into your senior year?
I learned I had to get a lot better. You know, I thought I had a great year and we won a lot, so I thought I was going to have better feedback initially. But you know, I had steps that I had to take, obviously, and it was definitely the right choice coming back and taking all the information that they gave me, and I think I took full advantage of that. This year was the year where I finally understood, you know, who I am as a player, and I'm just a guy who, I think I really got back to being the guy who gets in the paint and plays off that. And I think that's why I finished at a high level this year, because I focused on getting in the paint, and then teams had to adjust to that by guarding me differently, and it opened up a lot better shots for me.
Well, our hopes for him, from a basketball standpoint, that he becomes eventually a Hall of Famer. Yeah, so because you don't go into that trying to become a backup or a role player. You know, we hope that, you know, all the time and effort that we put into his basketball aspect of his career, that he becomes what he really wants to be, you know, an NBA Hall of Famer, not just a good player, but somebody that people, when they ask about who are the great players, yeah, hopefully his name is in the conversation. You know, we want him to be happy, whatever his career endeavors are. So, and we want him to always stay close to God, because we raised all our children going to church from a very young age, and we want him to, hopefully the teaching of being a good person overrides anything that he gets from basketball. So I think if he does that, he should do well.
Well, I wish him love, happiness, and long life. That in a nutshell, the world at his feet.
With the 50th pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, the Atlanta Hawks select
Skylar Mays from Louisiana State University.
Fake, mi amor. Ice cream?
Yeah!
Okay.
Protect your connected devices with advanced security included with Cox Panoramic Wi-Fi.
With no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, banking with Capital One is like the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Kind of like...
It's looking kind of chilly out today. What am I gonna wear? I think I'll go with a cardigan.
Yep. Even easier than that. And with a top-rated app that lets you deposit checks and transfer money anytime, anywhere, is it really even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
When the ground shifts beneath you, you can run, or you can stand firm. At LSU, our stand is rock solid. Our blood runs hot, even as our heads stay cool, because now is a pivotal moment in the fight for our future. And we refuse to back down when the world needs solutions. LSU, fierce for the future.
LSU Tigers fans, show your pride with real Tigers gear from the official online store, LSUshop.net. You'll find everything a Tigers fan needs, including jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of over 4,100 products, including official team merchandise from Nike, when it comes to Tigers pride, there's only one place real Tigers fans go, LSUshop.net.
This segment of Inside LSU Basketball is brought to you each week by Academy Sports and Outdoors. With curbside pickup, it's never been easier to shop in store or online at academy.com.
She is the Dean of Coaches. Please welcome D.D. Bro. As we proudly retire Coach Bro to the hallowed rafters of this hallowed building. One of the greatest ever, D.D. Bro.
It was a memorable moment watching the banner drop from the rafters for D.D. Bro in the PMAC. The reveal came on Friday at the home meet versus Georgia, which brought a lot of cheers and maybe a few tears to the arena. As we celebrate D.D.'s retirement and her career with LSU, here's a look back at the 40-plus years of coaching that made her a gymnastics legend.
To everything there is a season and a time for every purpose. It is with joy, love, peace, appreciation, and some sadness, but no regret, that I announce to my LSU family and community that I am retiring from coaching, but not retiring from LSU. Coaching has filled my heart and life and has fueled my passion for 43 years. Leaving will be difficult. While I may be changing how I express my passion for LSU gymnastics and our university, I can assure you I will continue to express it. I've always told myself that I would know when it was time to make this most difficult decision. I have been committed to recruiting outstanding young women, building the finest training facility in the world, achieving high academic standards, growing the TAF Scholarship Endowment Program, supporting our season ticket campaign, marketing this great program, and encouraging community service. Why step away now? This silent but deadly pandemic we are facing will necessitate change in how we do everything, at least this next season. So I believe it is the best time to make a personal life decision. I've never walked away from a challenge, and I'm not doing so now. I am moving forward with this one, just in a different role. Before our 2019 season, I asked that Jay Clark be named co-head coach in anticipation of this moment. Jay is a great recruiter, and his coaching philosophy is demanding and produces excellence. I have had the privilege of coaching some of the best student athletes in the country, and I am proud of how they represent LSU and even more proud of the women they have become. For 43 years, I have dedicated my life to LSU gymnastics and to my children. They were part of every team, every practice, and every competition. I am so proud to say that they have grown into great women and mothers during this journey. I am excited to be a part of what is driving their lives and to play a much greater role in the lives of my fabulous grandchildren. My mother, who drove me to practice 4 times a week from Donaldsonville to Baton Rouge and made some of the clothes that I wore for my LSU competitions, passed away this past December. I cannot deny this expedited my thinking about this transition. And to thank you, my siblings, their children, and my close friends who have made this journey with me. When we had no one in the stands, I could always look up and see the Bro Crew in my section. I cannot thank them enough for the enthusiastic support that they have always offered to me and this program. To the unbelievable boosters and fans of this program, there are no words to express my gratitude and my love. Thank you for not only creating a world-class environment in the PMAC, but showing me love each and every time I see you on campus or out in our community. I will love you forever. LSU has asked that I remain a part of the athletic department to do what I love doing, be an ambassador for LSU athletics. You will see me out there passionately advocating for the university, the city, and the state that I love. Thank you, LSU, for all you have done for me and for LSU gymnastics. There are so many people I want to thank that have been such an intricate part of this journey. That would take pages, and I am confident that I would leave someone out. Nothing great has ever been achieved without enthusiasm. So let's all get fired up and support all of the efforts to pull Louisiana and LSU through this trying challenge. Let's win. Do what's important now. I look forward to seeing y'all at the next gymnastics, football, baseball, softball, basketball, volleyball, beach, tennis, golf, swimming, track, soccer, meet, match, and game. Go Tigers.
You can get all of your gymnastics recaps each week on Inside LSU Sports, which airs every Wednesday night. And we'll be back here next week to catch you up on all things LSU basketball, which includes an SEC Big 12 challenge for the men and a pair of SEC games for the women. I'm Emily Dixon, and as always, thanks for tuning in to this week's edition of Inside LSU Basketball presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. We'll see you next week.